Welcome back all to the Blackwell Epiphany. I am your host, the Game Order. Alright, let's head on over to the gym. Our places to go to are narrowing down.
It seems to open with...
We need to get Peter into the circle.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
So I'm told that you give personal training sessions.
Yeah, you interested?
I sure am.
Well, I don't have the time right now, but I can probably pencil you in. Just gotta check the schedule outside. How about next Tuesday, say 11 a.m.?
Sure, I think I can swing that.
Great. Here's my number in case you need to reschedule. You got a phone?
No, well, I'll just remember it.
Okay. 646-555-0425.
Thanks.
Great. See you then. And by the way, when you come to our session, don't wear a suit.
Poor Rose is out there freezing her ass off. Alright, so we got a guy's number. Hopefully I didn't need to write that down. Let's see if we can get some dirt.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Could you look up another phone number for me?
I suppose I can, within reason.
I'm trying to track down someone who Leah knew. The number is 646-555-0425.
All right, give me a second. That phone is registered to a unit in Murray Hill. Here's the address.
Well, I'd better go.
Sure.
New location.
Coming. Yeah.
Who are you?
Who's asking?
Knock on someone's door. Who are you?
I'm looking into Peter Fielding's death. Did you know him?
Look, I'm done talking about Peter. I've got my own problems. Just leave me alone.
Whoa.
After seeing the state of this joint, Red's place doesn't seem so bad. It's a painting of a young woman. No idea who she is.
Is your probation officer? I'm about to report your absence from our meetings to the proper authorities. I understand your desire to get your head together after the events of the Carth House, but I'm afraid I must follow a formal process. Your next appointment is going to be January 10th, 2014. If you attend this and every subsequent meeting promptly and in proper spirit, you can have your absence from the previous appointments excused.
She shivered a bit, but no other reaction. I can't touch... I'm not just gonna blow...
I'm not just going to blow everything I see. Come on now.
I can't smell them, but even I can tell those flowers are fake. Don't know what I can't smell.
Got a little exercise bike over here. I don't know what that is, some kind of light.
Ugh, come in.
It's me again.
You again? What is it this time?
I'm a friend of Peter's.
So?
So I was hoping we could talk about him.
Funny. I was hoping to be left alone tonight. Guess who wins?
Fielding's Gym, no limits. Peter Fielding, gold member.
No good. The rug's too thick.
Hello from Kerala Blackwaters. It's hot here, but at least there are lots of cool lakes. Good thing Moti can swim. Moti! Did Frank Lyons really die, or was it just a cheap stunt? It's no secret that well-publicized death catapulted his last film to the biggest box office earning spot that weekend. Sam Durkin. Got some case notes that I need to download. C. Palmer. So Sam says I'm supposed to help you. I'm here at the station. Yep, that's Corey. Are you really messing around with pimps and prostitutes? Look, officially we don't know you. If you piss these people off, I can't help you. So, don't piss off any pimps or drug dealers. Listen, even if I did have anything to do with it, which I didn't, you have zero evidence to support anything you claim, so I'll make a deal. I'll go on with my life, you go on with yours. And by the way, if you show up near our office again, I'll have you arrested. And D. Quinton, I just wanted to reach out again. I'm aware that this difficult subject, but if we are to prevent your aunt and grandmother's condition resurfacing in you, we must take the proper steps. How about you go fuck yourself?
Bingo. The case number is listed in this file. It belongs to a Maggie Fielding. It appears she was picked up in the raid on the Carth house. She was brought in for an emergency detox and forced to go into rehab. It lists one known family member, a brother, Peter Fielding.
That'd be her.
Ugh, coming. You again? What is it this time?
You're Peter's sister, Maggie, right?
Sure, fine, you got me.
Why couldn't you just tell me that before?
Because I'm trying to get healthy, working through the program, admitting I have a problem, just like my sponsor says. All that is the first step. I'm still working on the rest. Talking about Peter, that's step 5. I'm not ready. It's nothing personal. I just need to avoid thinking about him for a while.
And you're doing that by living in his apartment.
It's just temporary. I have nowhere else to go. And besides, what difference does it make? He's gone. He had a stupid accident, and now he's gone.
That's just it, Maggie. It might not have been an accident.
No. Whatever you're thinking, no. I need this to be over, you understand?
Then we need to talk. You can call your sponsor if you want to.
Screw my sponsor. Let's do this. So, talk.
What do you know about Peter's death?
Just what I was told. That he was fixing a light bulb and fell off the ladder. I remember thinking it was a pretty stupid way to go, especially for him.
How do you mean?
Did you know the guy? He was obsessed with health. To die just falling off a ladder? I always thought he'd outlive the world.
Why is Peter such a sore subject with you?
That's between me and him, or his ghost, or whatever.
It might help to talk about it.
I'm still working through the program. Talking about it is step number 5. I'm not ready for it yet.
Could you tell me about your father? He opened the gym, right?
Sure.
Could you tell me anything else about him?
If you want to know about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. Here's his address. He's always home.
You got some kind of goofy yin and yang tattoo on her.
So, what are you watching?
I don't know, some animated thing. Not normally into cartoons, but the ratings say it's good.
Is it?
I guess. They changed the main character's voice after the first episode, but it's not bad. Keeps my mind off, well, the stuff you keep bringing up.
Could you excuse me for just a sec? My shoe is untied.
Sure, I guess.
That's not awkward.
Thanks.
Smooth.
Can't you tell me anything about your father?
I told you.
Well,
Sure.
Thanks for that membership card.
wait. This is Greenwood Cemetery.
Ooh, spooky.
I talk with the dead, not their graves. This tombstone is faded and hard to read.
Connor Lawrence Fielding, husband, soldier, and father. I'm ready to pump.
There we go. Nobody can say I don't do anything nice. It's a calendar with personal training bookings marked on it.
We need to know this number here. Make note of that. 0702-34-541.
It's a calendar with... It's just a number.
So that's the
It's just a number. It's just a...
That's a different number. We need a date.
I talk with the dead.
What was the date on the tombstone? June 12th, 1932 to March of 93. Connor was a Gemini like the game hoarder.
I talk with the dead. This tombstone is... The month is written.
We need to change it to June 12th. I mean, there's two dates, June 12th and March 18th, so...
Hey,
Hey, man.
say.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, miss, you're dripping water on the floor.
Oh, sorry.
No problem, just be sure to put on sneakers or something if you want to work out here. Anyway, let's check the schedule. How about Wednesday at 2:30?
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then. Don't forget to stretch this time, Lisbeth.
Hey, get out here.
What's up?
The scram.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Is there anything in the system about a Connor Fielding? He died about 20 years ago.
Let's see. Our records from back then are a bit spotty, but can't hurt to check. No, nothing comes up, but it's a very common name. Is there anything specific you can tell me about him?
He was in the Army.
Oh, then there might be something in the Veterans Association records.
Aren't those public?
Not everything. But fortunately for you, I can access everything. Okay. Archived records. Connor Fielding. Oh, seriously?
What's wrong?
Idiots. They had no idea how to archive data back then. I can only look them up by service number. You don't know it, do you?
I do, actually. It's 070-234-541.
Well, that's handy. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Connor Fielding. Served in Vietnam from 1966 till 1969. Honorably discharged. Moved with his family to New York a few years later. Huh. That's interesting.
What?
It says here that the police were called to his apartment several times. Reports of raised voices. Possible domestic abuse. No charges were pressed, which is why it wasn't in our police records.
But it's in the military database?
Word gets around. Someone must have noted it in his VA file. Doesn't say much else.
Well, I'd better go.
Very
Thanks for
interesting.
the help.
Sure.
I am not. You will find out for yourself when.
That's disgusting.
Hey, good to see you guys again. Madeline here was just telling me the funniest story.
My host, please.
Right, sorry.
We didn't mean to stumble in on your goofy jokes. Oh.
Coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
So your father is dead.
Yep.
Why didn't you just say that instead of sending me to the cemetery?
The only person to visit Dad was Peter, and he can't do that anymore. I figured Dad could use the company.
Really?
No, not really. I told you, there are things I can't talk about yet.
You said Peter visited the cemetery.
Once a year, on the anniversary of Dad's death. Peter was a damn saint.
I learned a bit about your father.
You did?
The police were called several times to his house. No charges were made. It's not hard to read between the lines.
Huh. Well, I suppose you know everything now.
I don't, but I'm trying to.
Why? Why do you care so much? What does my father beating the crap out of my mother have to do with how Peter died?
There's something bigger going on.
That doesn't matter. I can't take on anybody else's problems. I'm barely dealing with my own. I've been trying to forget this crap my whole life, and now I have a chance. I'm not going back to that. I'm sorry. I know you think you have good reasons, but I really need to be alone right now.
Listen.
Please, leave.
Okay.
You have such a way with people.
Are you still here?
Just leaving. Where are you going?
To visit my precious father. Not that it's any of your business. My neighbors are kind of twitchy. You better get out of here before someone calls the cops.
Maggie.
Huh. I had a feeling you'd follow me here. You're not gonna leave me alone, are you? Not until I spill everything.
I'm sorry, but it's important.
Maybe it's because I'm out of that stuffy apartment. Maybe it's because when I'm here, I know he's really gone. Talking about it. The 5th step. My sponsor said I didn't have to do them in order. Many people don't. I guess now is as good a time as any. So, talk.
Tell me about your father.
It's not about him. Not really. It's all wrapped up with Peter. It's always Peter.
What did Peter do?
Nothing. Everything. He took over my dad's gym, made it successful. I hated him for it.
Why?
It's complicated. Family stuff you wouldn't understand.
I'm trying.
This is harder than I thought. Ask me again later. I'm not going anywhere.
Maggie, I'm ready to
Like I said, he took over our dad. I hated him for it.
Why?
Why is it so hard to get this out? Look, just I'm not going anywhere.
If you're gonna do something, better do it quick. She doesn't look like she appreciates you being here. She's not dead. Although going by the state of her, that might not be a long time coming. She doesn't look nervous. If you're gonna do something,
Maggie already thinks I'm weird. I don't need... Maggie,
Like I hate.
why?
Why is it? Look, I'm not going.
All right, what do we need here?
I talk with the dead.
Maybe it needs to be with his death date. Let's see.
What is it? Hey, Peter?
Hey,
Say, surely.
seriously, miss.
Oh, I'm not here to work out.
Just be careful. I don't want that coat getting caught on any of the machines. Anyway, let's... Huh? Is that the date? Hey, listen, I'm sorry, but there's an appointment I've got to keep. Can we sort this out another day?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
Alright, gotta go visit his dad. This should help.
No point, she can't hear.
Maggie, I'm ready to talk
Like, I hated him.
Wait, don't you remember how miserable I was? Drifting from job to job, hating all of them. Running Dad's gym was something I was good at. I thought you'd be happy for me.
Didn't Peter have lots of jobs he hated before he started working at the gym? Couldn't you be happy for him?
Happy? Happy that he took my father's name and made it revered?
I don't see the problem here.
The people in the neighborhood love that gym. They come by and say what a nice old man Connor Fielding was, and what a shame he died, and how nice that his son took up his legacy. Legacy. A legacy of bruises and hiding in the dark.
Bruises? What are you talking about?
You always believed her when she said she was clumsy. It was like some horrible after-school special.
Maggie, you're not saying what I think you're saying.
You never knew, did you, Peter? So wrapped up in yourself. You never saw what he was doing.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
Mom hid it from both of us, and I was too scared to say anything. In the end, it was just easier to say nothing. I'd hate you, and now it's too late. For what it's worth, I don't hate you anymore, Peter. But I need to get on with my life. Goodbye, brother.
Goodbye? What do you mean, goodbye?
Sorry, I should go.
Maggie, wait! Maggie! I never knew! I swear, I never knew. I just don't understand. Huh?
That's you, buddy.
My God.
I'm sorry, Peter.
I remember. The ladder. It broke. Oh, man. I don't feel so good.
Right, we don't have a lot of time. Peter, I need you to grab a hold of this.
What the heck is that thing?
No time, just grab.
Well,
That was close.
Did it work?
Let's get back and
Teleported.
find out.
This whole story is incredible.
It's all true, Peter. Can't you feel it? Like something is trying to pull you away.
I thought it was just indigestion, but I've never had indigestion in my life. Figures I'd get it when I'm dead.
Madeline, have you had time to examine them?
I think. Yes.
Madeline?
Yes, apologies. I believe I have all the information I need.
Huh? Madeline?
Ugh, I really don't
Kill them
feel so
now!
good.
This can't be right. Michael, what's going on?
You all
Madeline.
die.
Apologies, my host.
Madeline, what just happened?
She isn't mad at him.
That felt quite pleasant.
Madeline? Madeline? Hey!
You, Malone, stay back. You as well, Blackwell. I have absorbed enough energy to burn that precious body of yours to a cinder.
Why? Why do this?
Have you ever heard of the concept, the journey of the soul?
What?
It is said that every soul has a predestined fate or destiny, and the goal of every soul is to find it. But it is also said that the joy comes from the journey, not the destination. Have you ever wondered where you would be now without the grace grid? Without the epiphanies that were pushed into your brains as if by magic? Maybe you would have all found your way, maybe not. But you skipped the journey, went right to the destination. It made your souls happy for certain, but it also made them weak, pliable, controllable by someone like me. And now, if you'll excuse me, I am still very hungry. No!
Oh.
You. This whole time it was you?
Indirectly. I knew these souls existed, I just needed to collect them. I could not collect my host until last, because my existence here was tied to him. As for Fielding and Goffstein, they were sleeping spirits. They needed to be awakened. Something only you could do. So, thank you.
Collect? What do you mean by that?
Perhaps that word is not sufficient. Possibly consume, ingest, absorb. I took their energy as part of my own.
What the hell are you doing this for? I pulled you out of the dark. You were free. Why mess that up?
Free. You, of all souls, tell me that I'm free. I am dead. For centuries, I have been dead. I was a good spirit guide. I did my duty. And yet, did I ever move on? Did I receive any reward? No. I was passed on from host to host, saving spirit after spirit. It became tiresome. Then my last host banished me. I remained there, in the void, alone, forgotten by the universe, until you brought me out.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes.
But I was still not free. To fully free myself, I needed power, energy. These souls, these poor, misguided souls, were the nearest source I could find.
You need to fix this.
Fix this?
Yes, you can still make this right. Just undo it, please. Bring them back. I'll bring them through the light and we'll just pretend this never happened.
I am sorry. I have not come this far only to turn back now.
And what do you need energy for? What on earth could be worth all this?
Allow me to demonstrate.
Hey!
What the hell are you doing? Ah!
Oh shit!
Red, you okay? Come on, darling, say something.
Interesting. I wondered if I would have to relearn how to breathe or walk, but it all comes quite naturally, like putting on a tailored glove.
Madeline.
Hello, Malone. Seeing you with these eyes is different. Of course, it might be the spectacles, cumbersome things.
I'll show you cumbersome. How about a punch in the face?
Malone, there is no need for this hostility.
No need. You lied to us from day one.
I apologize for the ruse. I admit I have not been completely forthcoming.
No kidding.
Come now, Malone. Nothing has changed. I won't shirk the duty. I have no choice. We will continue to save lost souls. Performing it from this end could be refreshing.
I work with Red, not with you.
You can think of me as her, if it will help.
Like hell.
Sadly, you have no choice.
I'm gonna fix this.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Red, fight her. Whatever she's doing, fight her.
She cannot. If her predecessors could not win against me, then she has no hope. Not with the power I now possess.
Predecessors? What are you talking about?
This is not the first time I have attempted this. In the void, I could only reach certain minds, the minds of other bestowers.
Other bestowers? You mean...
The other Blackwell women, yes. But I was too weak, and so were they. I could only control their minds for a few minutes before they broke.
Broke?
I did not expect that would happen, but some good did come of it. I eventually learned the proper approach, and finally I have succeeded.
You're insane. I mean it, Madeline, a stark, raving lunatic. Do you have any idea what you've done?
You dare condemn me, little ghost? Allow a few centuries to pass. Wait until you've been left abandoned in the dark, adrift, terrified. Then you can pass judgment. But until then, I must get to the business of living.
Stay here. We're not done talking. I said stay here. Ah! Hey!
Get it, Joey.
Now cut that out.
Do try and keep up.
Hey, Maddie.
Yes, Malone.
Now what?
I will simply live. I will grow old and I will die, like any other soul. And when that happens, perhaps I will move on as intended. It is a slim hope, but after centuries of existence, it is the best I have.
You killed Lauren and Patricia.
I did not. I admit, their mind's rejection of me had unintentional consequences, but there was no malice intended.
Well, that's just Jake, as long as there was no malice. Why are you pacing around?
No reason. I am just enjoying the sensation. It has been a long time since I have felt snow on my face.
That's not your face.
True, I suppose, but no matter. I am still enjoying it.
Maybe you didn't mean to kill Lauren and Patricia, but you did kill George Austin.
As a spirit, I hardly think so.
Bull, you're the only one with any motive. I don't know how, but it was you.
Poor Cooper. A weakened soul is such a sad thing. And his mind was so easily controlled. Why, in such a state, he could be told to do anything. Anything at all. And he would do it, with no memory of it. Well, perhaps some residual guilt remained. He has gotten quite agitated since it happened. Fortunately, that is no longer relevant.
You can't go any further, can you?
Whatever do you mean?
You're stuck. You're tied to Michael. Trying to escape it is like hitting a brick wall.
It is a temporary setback, nothing more.
What are you gonna do, lug Michael's body around in a wheelbarrow? I'd like to see that.
Don't be absurd. You know as well as I do. I am bound to his corporeal form for a few days. After that, I will be free.
Ha! Some master plan. All this planning, all this death, and you can't even cross the street.
Only for a day or two. I can wait. I have infinite patience.
Yeah, but does your stomach? You're gonna get hungry.
Any problem has a solution.
What about going to the bathroom? Red drank a lot of coffee.
Perhaps burning Michael's body to ashes, or some kind of cleansing ritual.
Here's an idea. Take a powder. Just leave us the hell alone.
Will you let me think?
I can't wait for the cops to show up. A dead priest and you just around the corner? Bet you never expected to come back to life only to spend it in jail.
Will you be quiet? Honestly, why you haven't driven your host completely mad is beyond me.
I'm gonna fix this, one way or another.
You honestly believe that?
This might seem strange to you, but yeah. I've always known I was here for a reason. And maybe this is it. To fix what spooks like you screw up.
That is amusing.
Amusing?
Yes. You honestly don't know. No. No, of course you don't.
Of course I don't know what.
You think you are so special? You think you were, what, chosen? You were nothing important, Malone. You were merely the last.
The last what?
The last spirit we saved, before I was banished. I could not continue the duty, so it was passed on to you.
What the hell do you mean I was the last spirit you saved?
Honestly, did you think you were different from any other lost soul? The confusion, the fear they all felt, that you felt. It is no wonder you have forgotten.
Doesn't matter. That was then. This is now. And right now, I plan on fixing this.
I'm gonna tie this bitch.
Ugh!
What are you doing?
You know, Red and I have a bond. We gotta stick together. Where she goes, I go. You might be wearing Red's body, but you ain't her. There's a line in the snow, and you can't cross it. But Rosa Blackwell, she can cross it just fine.
You're hurting me.
Good.
You idiot! Do you have any idea what you just did?
I just evicted you, sister.
No. No, I will not be trapped in that limbo again.
Tough. You made this mess, now clean it up.
Very well. Just remember, you brought this on yourself.
Red? Red, talk to me.
Joey?
You okay? Careful.
I feel...
You!
Great, like a bad penny.
Dispatch reported a woman ranting to herself in front of a church. I had a feeling it would be you. Care to explain the dead body around the corner?
Corey?
That's Officer Palmer.
Here we go.
Explain.
No.
Miss Blackwell, I've been patient and cooperative so far.
No.
Stay where you are!
What are you doing?
Was it like this for them?
For who? Red?
I think...
Huh?
Auntie, my grandmother, it's happening. It's like it's... No, it's too much.
Red, stop that. Come on, you're gonna hurt yourself. Jesus, cut it out! Not again, not you, not now. Help, somebody! Anybody!
I did warn you.
Gotta... No! Huh? Joey? God, I'm tired.
Alright, folks, that wraps it up for this episode. Stay tuned for more Blackwell Epiphany soon to come.